But this could be anybody's game in our final Bro exhibition match. Let's see who they're going to pick as they go through the button checks. And as you'll notice on the menu, you have these intricate menu options to customize your play, including release check, alternate control, and other options that you'll be familiar with from other NetherRealm titles. Sonya Blade looks to be the selection from SonicFox. And Raiden from Rewind. Rewind, are you ready? He's ready. SonicFox is ready. Let's get this final match started. To the commentators.
David, I have a scorching hot take.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
And this may be bold, and I might get blown up for it, but I'm going to do it because I'm about hot takes.
Okay.
You are a student of the history of fighting games, correct? Here's my statement. I want your answer.
Okay.
SonicFox is the most talented player to ever pick up a pad over Tokido and Daigo. Raw, I'm not saying length of time playing, results, just raw talent.
Well, give me a few more years. Give me a few more years, and I'll let you know the answer to that. But right now, yeah, he's on the very, very short list of all time. Absolutely already on that list.
That said, if there is anyone that can beat this guy in another NetherRealm game, it is his close friend Rewind.
Yeah, they play a lot, for sure.
These guys play constantly.
Yeah. They were the grand finals of the Injustice 2 Pro Series grand finals.
Now, Rewind playing Raiden is actually no surprise. That's who he played in MKX, and he wasn't as well known. He really blew up in Injustice 2, but MKX has had a resurgence. He's been bodying people with Displacer Raiden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this character seems a little bit different. It seems maybe a little bit more like Zoning and Footsie's character.
I would definitely describe him as a Zoning or like Footsie character for sure.
This man is already pressing buttons between strings. For real, he just did that.
And this actually might kill.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Very, very close. Now, Rewind is nutty enough to go for his crushing blow. Oh, wow! And there you see.
That was fast.
Now, that lightning move, he has a close, medium, and far version of that.
Okay.
He also has excellent range with his normals.
Yeah, even from this range, he can attack.
Yeah, he uses his staff in a lot of normals, and his punches and kicks have really good. His back one, too. Oh.
Wow. Was that maybe a wrong throw tech? Is that why there was a crushing blow? Okay. That makes sense. Okay, got it correctly that time.
Now, Sonya is a good pick for SonicFox. She, unlike a lot of characters, she doesn't use a weapon, so her range is some of the shortest in this version of the game, but she makes up for it with really, really good mix-ups. She has like a very long move list, and she has a lot of overhead and low mix-ups. They're all unsafe, but she makes you guess constantly. Like, her back 1-2 there, the second hits an overhead, and then she has a low to complement it, so she's very much a high-risk, high-reward mix-up character, and Sonic's so good at predicting how you're going to block and mixing you up. It's a great character for him.
That definitely makes sense to me.
Unfortunately for Sonic, he's having a lot of trouble actually getting going because Raiden is so good in the mid-range. Raiden is also a character where the custom character variation really sets him apart. He has his classic moves you'd expect, the teleport, the Superman, but he has a lot of, like Geras, very wacky moves. He actually has a stance where he starts hovering in the air. We showed it to you, and he has like 4 different moves out of it.
Yeah.
He's got a move that's, he actually puts his staff into the ground and it's planted, and then he can do his lightning moves to bounce off of it. A lot of kind of trap or setup moves if he chooses to use those.
Now, at the end of the last round when he was going for the chip-out kill, was there anything that Sonic could have done? Is there like a push block, or is there anything in that sense?
There is the flawless block where chip is dramatically reduced and you get a reversal. So that's kind of how you would want to push block in this game. And so it's very high skill survivability.
If you block one hit of a string and the next hit of the string, do you have to continue to input the...
You do not. You can hold block and you'll still get the reduced chip thing. So if you're good enough to get it going, you know, you can survive stuff you'd normally be killed by.
What if you block the first hit of a string regularly? Can you then do the special timing block for the second hit of it?
It depends on how big the gap is in the string. Okay. I can't remember off the top of my head what the frame, you know.
Okay,
the nerds can look into that minutia later. And,
for sure.
But yeah. There will be scenarios where there's enough of a gap and you can flawless block the second hit and then punish it.
But not on a tight string.
Right.
It's a pretty slow chase down for SonicFox, as you can see. I mean, those buttons out of Raiden are big.
Right.
Yeah, very fast forward movement.
Now, SonicFox has figured out, though, her onion rings are actually really, really, really good in this game. They recover really... It's kind of like Baraka, where they're surprisingly... You normally wouldn't think of her onion rings as being super, super strong, but they are great in this.
Okay. And we saw briefly, I don't know if we've seen it actually connect, but Raiden has a huge anti-air, gigantic forward range on that.
Oh, that shot's so good.
Oh, man.
Now, this really shows the Fatal Blow mechanic here because he has now made this comeback, but Sonic is now inflated Fatal Blow territory.
Right.
And she has an overhead and a low that can link into it, so Rewind could be in a ton of trouble if Sonic gets in. And Sonic got in. He might go for it.
Keeping it safe,
No,
looks
he's
like.
going for the pressure.
Oh,
there
it was? Was that a low? Yeah.
That was a low, yeah. Yeah, Sonic's doing a really good job just kind of getting to mid-range, then blocking. Oh, big jump in.
Okay, let's see what he got.
Now Rewind tries to get out of the corner.
Damn, look at the damage already.
The short hop! It's so impressive that these guys, I mean, these guys are Evo champions. They are already using a mechanic like that.
Did you make Kombat out of the rings?
Oh.
Okay, but Rewind can't afford that right now. He's too low on life.
And Rewind's just one, basically throw or low, even in chip damage
was up
territory.
on this, even okay. Okay, there he goes.
Oh. My favorite detail here is the intestine attached to the blade.
Now, since we've been seeing a lot of projectiles, talk to me how the flawless block works against projectiles.
Well, basically, it's exactly the same. If you block it, you know, at the last second, you're not going to take the chip damage. You're going to recover a lot faster. So you could definitely use that if you're really getting zoned out to block one perfectly. And obviously, it'll be easier to flawless block a projectile since you see it's coming.
Going back to the zoning game, again, we've seen a lot of this coming out of Raiden.
And, you know, I just saw you asked for questions on Twitter, and someone asked, are there brutalities?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. That's something I would ask players here. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know the answer to that.
They were definitely a cool feature in MKX. I hope they're back.
Okay. Okay. Some pressure now from SonicFox as he moves forward.
Yeah, and SonicFox is definitely adjusted here after that first game. Oh, that mace is in play, though. Let's see
the interactable mace.
And remember, you can amplify an interactable to get armor. It's one of the few ways you can get armor in this game, so it's pretty useful.
Okay.
Oh, that crushing blow was probably killed.
What was that?
I believe that one is if you block the first, try to flawless block the second, and you fail. I believe.
Wow, okay. That gets pretty involved,
Don't like mortgage your house on that, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that did like a ton of damage.
But that's a super sick condition. So you have an incentive to not try, I guess. Very cool. If you're not exact with your timing.
Oh, good anti-air with the uppercut. Uppercuts are like really good in this game.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of characters have great hitboxes on it. That was the beginning of Superman right there, which you can cancel, actually.
Yes, you can actually delay the Superman if he kind of levitates, or you can cancel it. Now, you can't cancel it forever because it takes some of your stamina, but it's a pretty good fake out.
For sure, yeah. Rewind looking all right.
Sonic can steal this with Fatal Blow if he wants. Oh, nope.
That was an anti-air? That anti-airs?
That move just shuts you down. Like, you're not moving.
You can't jump through. So I thought that the hitbox was at the bottom of the screen, but it's the actual lightning?
Now, Raiden, it's not tracking. Raiden has to know close, medium, or far, but yeah, that's definitely a do not move, sir.
Wow.
And Sonic is really making hay with those rings. Oh, great tech. These guys are already teching each other's throws and playing patient in the mid-range.
Yeah, I really like watching Sonic just sort of move forward inexorably. It's not super fast each time, but you can see him consistently doing it.
What are these two friends going to do when they're not playing this game every day until April? Like, this flight is going to be such an emo flight for them because you know they're going to be hyped to play all day long.
Ready for the tech and have the right angle on it.
Oh, there you saw the amplified spear with the armor.
Oh, that's a good damage. All he needs is chip.
Sonic could easily...
Oh,
that
hold on.
could be a critical mistake. And Sonic's going to cash in that fatal blow.
Well, why not? If he takes one more hit and chip, he's done.
Yeah. Wait, that even might just kill.
No.
Almost.
Oh, okay, rewind out of there.
I forgot about the teleport.
Okay.
This is the classic SonicFox rewind set.
Yeah. Rewind didn't forget about the teleport. He was ready with that. And that's one of those situations where I guess you just don't have any other options, right? Or actually, you know, I'm not sure exactly how much life he had, but if he had blocked that perfectly, if he'd done the flawless block, could he have survived chip instead of...
We'd have to look. I'm guessing he still would have died. I don't remember exactly how much he had.
So that doesn't avoid chip death,
It doesn't avoid it completely or chip death, but it does do significantly less.
Okay.
It really does matter. I just don't remember that. Like, I have to see that again.
Okay, sure.
Wow, they're both at even life. Very good use of Raiden's teleport, which I absolutely love the animation. The way he turns around into it is super cool. I was going to say Rewind's hanging around by that mace knowing an amplify, but then he teleported away.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's probably it. Nope, chooses not. Sonic chooses not to use the fatal blow there.
That's right, he could have done it, huh? I guess maybe he wants to save it for the next team if he has a life.
He must be confident he's going to win this round anyway, so we'll see if he does.
What a cool decision you have to make.
Yeah, it's very, very cool meta.
And he did, so he was right. He was right. So now if he's in a bad spot, or if he could just steal the game,
he'll still have
he will do that.
And since Rewind used it, but it was blocked, he'll have it again. It only catches out if it actually hits.
Got it.
Very good zoning from these two.
Do you know if that's advantage, that big moving forward kind of red punch? I don't know what button
I honestly don't remember.
Okay. Again, that slow move. Oh, that's the anti-air I was talking about. Oh my god, the range on it is absurd.
The lightning bolt is the hitbox, so yeah, you can even hit jump back. So Raiden is so good on the ground, and he can really mess you up for trying to jump.
He seems really strong.
Yeah, I think Raiden. I think this is the strongest iteration in many games, in my opinion. He's great.
Cool.
I also really love personally how tall and huge he is.
Yeah, he's cool looking for sure.
Like, this is in the MK1 lore, it actually is mentioned that he was extremely tall, and I don't think we've ever really shown how big he is. He is a big god.
Oh, you did go for the low, and
Sonic's got it.
All right, ties it up 2-2. Going down to the end.
I think this is exactly what we expected from these two players.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, they're definitely going to hug. There's definitely going to be a hug. There's just no doubt there's going to be a hug. And I think SonicFox actually has a cold, so he'll transfer that with the hug to Rewind. They could be sick together while tweeting about how sick and OD the game is.
Really strong harassment by SonicFox, but now into the corner. Oh, was it a counter?
Great counter, yeah. That is her custom variation move that she has on this loadout. She has a high counter and a low counter.
Wow, that damage was wild at the end right there. So it's match point for SonicFox.
Let's see if Rewind chooses to zone it. Oh, teleports out the corner. Very smart. Oh, great anti-air. That was an MK9 style anti-air. That was good.
That didn't seem like a cancel either. That just looked like a link.
Sonic's in a lot of trouble. Is Sonic going to lose his first set? Is Sonic going to start his 11th career?
Ooh, the jam! Oh my god, it killed!
All right, here we go. Last round. We'll see if Sonic can clutch this out with a K.
Yeah, there he goes. The confirm from Rewind. He's got the corner.
Oh, that'll be a combo. You can actually mash 2 to keep that going, but Sonic's not doing it. He may want the restand, or he just doesn't know because it's early.
That is so good. That angle that thing takes.
Sonic just inching his way in. Rewind doing a great job with the zoning.
Maybe a little panic on the teleport, though. Confirm properly. And back to trying for the zoning game, but SonicFox is a big threat.
Oh, wow. That was a precarious jump. All right, we're going to end it with some brawling here.
Fatal Bowl's there. That was just enough life to get it, too. Great situation right now in terms of that resource for Rewind.
That was a very risky break.
Yeah, he was certain though.
You know Rewan wants to hit that trigger because it will kill at this point probably.
He might not.
But, oh, he might not get the opportunity.
There still is the breakout. I don't know that we've even talked about that.
No,
It doesn't
the
come on.
armor didn't come out in time. It was just a few frames away from beat. SonicFox literally probably 3 frames or so from losing this exhibition. Well, that was a great set. That's exactly what we want from these two guys. That was super close. Here's a hot take for you. We're going to see this in many grand finals to come.
Well, let's go back up to Josh, who has a word. You can attack under it,
Right.
and you can jump over a little bit more easily.
And that's one of his custom variation moves. So if you
Right.
want to make a defensive, heavily playstyle one, you can. Other than that move, I think he has a lot of. He actually has a lot of zoning moves in this. He has multiple different projectiles he can use. He's very, very different, and I think he's very cool. I've always liked Sub-Zero, and I love playing him in this game.
I feel like I've rarely been interested in him, but I really like some of the changes in him. More of a projectile character. It's cool. So Tweety, of course, going back to the Baraka.
It makes a lot of sense. He did really, really well.
Uh-huh.
Now this is a
Oh, that was because was she going for a throw?
She was going for either a jab or a throw.
Okay,
right?
so that's because that was an uppercut to beat a high attack.
Yep, you get the
He got the
crushing blow.
blow.
And usually with an uppercut, you just get a knockdown. Off the crushing blow, you get a full combo. So, you know, I said earlier that combos aren't as extensive as they used to be. Using that crushing blow, you're actually going to get like 40, even up to 50% if you use the crushing blow.
Wow, okay.
But once per game, so you got to really make it count.
Tried to get the second one. I think maybe if he hadn't enhanced that, he might have been able to recover in time, but took the risk.
Sonic going for the restand. And so far, we haven't seen a lot of zoning. They're just going ham. They're just going in.
Yeah, even Tweety hasn't really been zoning. He hasn't had that many chances. We'll see
This
if that
corner of
comes
the
up.
stage actually has 2 different interactables.
Oh, wake up forward roll. How about that? Okay, so as an escape, not just a defensive sort of moving backwards tool, but to get out of the corner.
Get out of the corner, right. Yeah, I think the wake up roll is very, very strong.
And as you were saying before, that's invincible to hits, but can be grabbed.
It can be grabbed, yes. And that includes command grabs. Like Baraka's command grab
Okay.
actually beats it, and that is the crushing blow requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys are like on each other like glue, like they're the opposite of zoning.
Right. Okay, yeah, there's the wake up. Getting a little juggle out of it. Fatal blow's ready. SonicFox mentioned he thought that. Okay!
That's it.
Wow. As an anti-air juggle from across the screen, all that damage. That is crazy. So much.
Did Sonic mention that Fatal Blow doesn't have armor? That's
what he said.
Correct. It's,
Okay.
It's that the armor doesn't start up immediately.
Okay.
You have to wait a little bit. But he is right that they're very, very fast. The N2 attacks that lead to a Fatal Blow are very, very strong.
You can see it looks like Tweety's trying to find some ways to back up, get back, start the zoning again.
Right.
It's been hard for him.
Oh, good preemptive jump attack. That's Injustice fundamentals right there. And I love that Baraka has the classic MK2 drop kick.
Yeah.
That's exactly that Randy Orton, Bob Holly drop kick.
But jump attacks do work a little bit differently. For example, neutral jump punches don't launch in the way that they've done in the last couple of games.
Yes, they now are the same. Scorpion actually has a variation move he can equip that gives him the old school, like, volleyball bounce thing if he wants. Oh, it didn't kill.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sonic
good block
knew
from
it. Sonic knew it.
Very good blocks from Sonic.
Really could have used a flawless block, I guess. As he's
Now,
caught in the corner.
Tweety can actually wall run off that dirty mattress. Nope, he's not going to have to. I like it, rolls away.
And this is relentless right now. SonicFox is making everything happen. Okay, yep. Didn't expect the second hit. Oh, it's just the kick, though, so no bigger combo out of it.
Now we see the zoning. Now Tweety isn't doing exactly what he wanted to do, and
Yeah.
Sonic's going to be in a lot of trouble. So
For sure.
her range isn't the best, so she's going to have to either do her projectile back or kind of inch her way in.
Well, here we go.
She's got a knockdown.
Out of there.
Very smart of Tweety. Again, Injustice fundamentals there, using that wall run to get out of dodge.
Chip! No! Oh, he tried to go in!
I said it an hour ago. No one has ever punished Chop Chop ever in 30 years.
Well, you can keep it up. It's tricky.
It is. You see, everyone says, "Oh, Chop Chop's it's a bad. Just punish it. It's bad," and then no one does. Oh wow! Great
Wow.
scoop. That Baraka back forward 2 move is so quick. It's punishable, but that scoop is very, very fast. That's kind of like his MK9 Blade Charge, but significantly better.
Man, that jump kick has really been causing SonicFox problems. You see him trying to anti-air it a couple of times. They've both failed.
Oh, wow. Excellent whip punish from Sonic. He goes for the restand and goes for another mix-up. Both are in Fatal Blow. Here he's in Scramble.
Tried it, but again, because it was blocked, he still has it again.
Yes, he will have it on a cool. You'll see when it comes out, and that's it.
Never mind.
Back. Not that it matters, but Sonic's going to be up 2-0. Very close games, though. Tweety's holding his own.
Oh, yeah.
I think Tweety needs to call in air support and get Starfire in here.
Yeah, even though that projectile's a mid, the way that SonicFox moves through it is so practiced seemingly. You know, it's like he's already had experience there.
What's scaring me right now is Sonic doesn't have his paws and he's still OD. Like, this isn't even his full form. He literally doesn't have his hands and he's still beating people. And they're both going all in again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody really knows what is advantaged or not right now, right?
That forward 2, that forward 4, that Sonya knee move is definitely one of her better mids. It's so fast, and it's awesome to see Sonic.
That Fed punish.
Yeah, already has figured out some of her great close range moves, even with just this limited amount of time.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. This is a clinic right now by SonicFox.
He finishes it off.
He beat. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that! This is, I mean, it's reminding me of last time a Mortal Kombat game came out and Sonic knew the game instantly, right?
Right, like the way he's using back one is just exactly what you want to do with her. Like, he basically figured out Sonya's fundamentals in like 4 minutes.
Right.
He just thinks so fast. We'll see though. Tweety has made these games competitive, so.
Yeah, he's not getting, or hasn't been getting smoked, although you might say this game's a smoke.
Excellent roll. Sonic's going to reverse it, and Tweety's in a ton of trouble here.
Yeah, that roll was okay, but okay, here he goes.
Got him. Now, Sonic might be in Fatal Blow territory himself right now, or it's going to be very close. Very close.
Not quite, but still, if he finds the right hit, it's over.
And
he did, and SonicFox ends up taking it in a sweet 3-0.
I think Sonic just let Tweety know, look, bud, this is MK, and when it comes to Mortal Kombat, I am the champ.
I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed seeing the different styles that we saw among the characters. We saw that it was a slow, kind of patient offense, mix-ups up close from Sonya.